6. Jacob and Desdemona, Estey Residence. After Jacob Estey's father, Isaac Estey, died in Hinsdale, New Hampshire in 1834, Jacob, 20, came to Hinsdale for his funeral. At that time, Jacob was living in Worcester, where he learned the plumbing business from Thomas Sutton. During his stay in Hinsdale, Jacob Estey visited Stephen Parker's plumbing shop in neighboring Brattleboro. Stephen Parker's plumbing shop was located in a mill at the confluence of Whetstone Brook and the Connecticut River. Stephen Parker said he was tired of the business and would like to sell his shop for $200. Jacob Estey was very interested and discussed the offer with his employer, Thomas Sutton, in Worcester. However, soon Stephen Parker backed out of his offer and made a new offer. The new offer included Stephen Parker's plumber shop and his house on Canal Street for a price of $1,275. Then, Stephen Parker wanted to back out again. But, with financial and legal help from friends in Hinsdale, Jacob Estey was finally able to sign the contract. On April 1, 1835, Jacob Estey became a citizen of Brattleboro, Vermont, as the owner of a small plumber shop and a house on Canal Street. Jacob Estey married Emily J. Hines in 1836, who died at the age of 20. Except for a gravestone in Brattleboro Prospect Hill Cemetery, inscribed, wife of Jacob Estey, and brief mentions of Emily A. Hines, or Emily J. Hines, I could not find any information about Emily Hines. Jacob married, May 2, 1837. Jacob Estey married Desdemona Wood. They moved into the former Parker house on Canal Street. Brattleboro, 1836. Around 1854, Estey renovated, enlarged, remodeled the Parker house, or built a new house at the same spot. Jacob and Desdemona probably needed more space for their children, Abby Emily and Julius Jacob. Brattleboro maps shows the Estey residence from 1852 onwards. Bird's eye views from 1876 and 1886 show the Estey residence layout. During my research, I found the former Estey house in Brattleboro, Vermont, at 162 Canal Street, on Google Street View, in 2025. The Jacob Estey house was previously also listed for sale. The listing is closed, and the house is likely occupied now. This listing indicated the previous owner, Jacob Estey, and provided some information about the current number and size of the rooms and the property. I found another detailed architectural description of the Estey house in a report from the National Register of Historic Places. In this report, the house is described as a 2.5-story house in a transitional style, from Greek Revival to Early Italianate. The report provides a detailed architectural description of the building. The report also shows a drawing of the house at the time of Jacob Estey, possibly from 1887. I tried to build a 3D model of the Estey residence, which combined drawing in the National Historic Places Register from Phoenix in 1887, Google Street View views in 2025, floor plans and bird's eye views from old maps. Jacob and Desdemona Estey Residence. Brattleboro, Vermont, USA. Built 1852 or 54. Greek Revival, Early Italianate. The house currently has no exterior blinds, but, according to the 1887 drawing, the house probably once had wooden exterior blinds. It is also reported that daughter Abby Emily, with son-in-law Levi Knight Fuller, also lived on this property, according to the 1870 census. Daughter Abby Emily and son Julius Jacob later moved into their own homes in Brattleboro. You will learn more about the Abby Emily Julius Jacob house in the Jacob Estate series. Jacob and Desdemona lived in this house until 1890 and 1891. On the 1895 map, the property is listed as J. Estey Estate. According to the National Register report, the J. Estey Estate belonged to Mr. Charles Button, a papermaker, to the 1900 census. The former Estey property was then subsequently subdivided, and additional houses were built on it. The surrounding area developed then into the Homestead-Horton Neighborhood Historic District, who is described in the National Register of Historic Places report. Jacob and Desdemona celebrated their golden wedding anniversary at their residence in 1887. Coming next, Brattleboro fire, in 1857. Jacob Estey loses his plumber's shop, with the Melodeon Manufactory.